Good morning, everyone. Hold on. Let me fix my mic. Hold on. There we go. Put it. Here we go. 35 dB. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Let me get this remote because I'm going to play my game and at the same time talk to you guys. Okay. So the reason I'm here because I'm getting angry and I'm very angry because Engato, and I'm gonna spell the name because I cannot pronounce it. Elgato. Okay, and Apple don't get together. So yesterday I was watching this YouTuber that was talking about the new update, 27 blasa blasa software for the Mac. Okay, so I called Apple. Is it release? Do I have to get it? Blasa blasa. Can I try the BETA? That said you could try it, but you're gonna have to if you don't like it, you gotta factory reset your computer to factory. That means I have to delete the hard drive and download the reinstall the software. Bullshit. I'm not doing that. But anyways, so learner to learner was talking about it. Charles, I think he said he downloaded the new BTA software, the 27, on one of his computer. He said it's working okay. So, okay, that's the reason I want to try it. But no, I'm not gonna try it because I'm afraid it's not gonna work for Wavelength 3.0 in Gato's software. Now, I'm gonna tell you something that one company is up to date with Apple software. That is OBS. OBS is up to date with Apple software. That's the only one is up to date with Apple software. The one is laying back and putting their foot up and relaxing is Elgato. Elgato. That company is laying back and relaxing instead of doing the update when Apple update the computer. Now, how I don't and how I know this, how I know about this, because I have an Apple computer. All right. So I know about this because I have an Apple computer. I have a Mac Studio and 4 Macs. And I know that Engato, Elgato, is not up to date. And the only one is up to date with Mac Studio. I mean, Apple software is OBS. How can OBS is up to date with Mac, the Apple software, and OBS? I think talk to Apple in the background because OBS is up to date with the software with the Mac. I'm not joking. The Mac update, like 5 minutes later or a couple days later, they update the software. And the reason I know this because I use OBS. Now, everybody says OBS is is a headache. Yes, it is a headache to use. I don't care what this person say, this person say, this person say. It is a headache. I'm gonna tell you why. Number one, OBS cannot bring people in. It can bring people in, but it's a headache. You gotta go to a website. You can't go in like set it up on the OBS app and bring people in. No, you gotta go to a third party website and bring people in. No, that's bullshit. Okay. Now, StreamYard, you could do everything through the browser, but you bring everybody in quickly. Now, see how I left the subject because I get a little bit nervous. And then my head, my mind is racing a different subject out of nowhere. But what I'm trying to say is Engato needs to hold on. I'm gonna have to program the wow, every time I move the camera, it never mind. It just try to focus. Oh my god. I hate this program. I'm gonna have to update the software for the camera. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is this that Engato and Apple, they don't talk to each other. From what customer service from Apple told me. And it's bullshit and stupid because I'm gonna tell you why. Okay. I am an Apple customer. I am an Engato customer. I am Apple ecosystem. I'm Engato ecosystem. I use Engato equipment software. I use my computer is Apple ecosystem. So yes, it should matter. Apple and Gato should talk to each other because pretty soon I'm gonna get angry and take off. Bye bye Engato. Bye bye Apple. But am I gonna do that? No. What I'm trying to tell you is this. Apple, please listen. And Engato, please listen. Yes, I cannot pronounce the words, and sometimes I spell it because I don't know how to pronounce the words. But I'm going to tell you this. Please listen, Elgato. Please listen, Apple. You guys need to talk to each other because I'm getting fed up. because every time Apple update the software, Elgato starts crashing, opening every 5 minutes. Now, do is it fair for customers? No. Is it fair for users? No. Is it fair for customers that pays for this equipment? No. Is it fair? No. It's not fair. You guys need to work together or shut your hell and fix it. And I'm going to tell you why I'm getting angry. Because the few months ago, and I'm going to start from the beginning, I got my Apple on December 18th from the receipt that I just checked through Best Buy. I received it on December 20th. Okay. Because the delivery man came late. But, anyways, I supposed to receive my computer on December 18th, but the driver wants Best Buy wants to be a jackass. So let me see if I can fix it. Okay, there we go. All right, there we go. But anyways, like I said, I received you mother. I received my computer. It just started again. Fuck it, I'm done with this. Anyways, I received my computer on December 20th. Okay, that that's my first day I got my computer. All right, I don't know nothing about the computer, and I still don't know a lot about Apple Mac Studio M4 Max. Nothing about the Mac. I'm getting there, but I'm not there yet. But anyways, I got my computer December 20th. I had to call Apple to help me set it up. But before I purchased the Mac Studio M4 Max, I did my own research. I called Apple customer care. I did a lot of research on my own. I called my computer man that repairs my computer. He told me I could use my third party keyboard and mouse. Okay. I'm not gonna I'm gonna tell you in the end what kind of keyboard and mouse I have. Okay. Then. But um okay. So I begged my brother, hey, I wanted the mini one, the Mac Mini. My brother said, no, it sucks. I'm gonna give you the Mac M4 Max 36 gigabyte 512 SSD, the hard drive. Okay, how much is it, motherfucker? He told me the price. I bit my tongue. $2,000. Okay, so now got the computer on December 20th, 2025. So I'm gonna tell you a story. How I got the Mac Studio because number one, people were telling me, "Oh, you don't know how to deal with the Apple. You got a gaming computer that is weak. There's a moron. It's a piece of shit." Let's put it that way. Okay, that you can't handle a Apple computer because you're a window user. And let's put it this way, cetera, cetera, cetera. A to Z. Okay. Not gonna go to details. Okay. So I'm not gonna go to details. So just letting you know, they call me names on this group that I am a window lover, etc., etc. Let's leave it like that. Okay. So I went in and begged my brother to give me this Mac Mini. Okay. Like I said, he said the Mac Mini suck. It's not powerful enough. So he was doing his own research, and I did not care what computer I got, but it had to be Mac. So the one reason I got it is because one person was positive. That was Clay Allen Review. He was positive and he told me, yo, if you really want to get a Mac, get a stronger one enough. So the one that I really want was had a M1 64 um 64 gigabytes and 512. No, sorry. 64 M1 64 gigabyte and a gigabyte hard drive. Okay. Well, it had a SSD hard drive. And I can afford 3 grand, $3,300. Hell no, I'm not getting. And plus, that's an old model. Noise. So I asked Clay and people around. So I took Clay's Clay Allen review to get the M4, and the only M4 Max computer. I didn't want no laptop because the way I use my laptop, I mean computer, I leave it on to watch TV or I fall asleep. And I didn't want my laptop cooking, burning. I don't want it plugged in and etc. So my brother said, okay, you don't need a laptop. You don't need a, a gaming PC. I mean, you don't want a gaming PC. No one. Um, okay, so you want a Mac. You want this mini Mac, the mini computer, Apple computer. So I let my brother do the research. I was checking on the Mac Mini and I use Google AI as to compare the Mac M4 Max with this Mac Mini. It said if you're gonna buy a Apple computer, go with the Mac M4 Max, 36 gigabyte, 512. So my brother, before the AI answer that, my brother goes, What does AI tell you? I said, well, it said go with M4, Mac M4 Max. So my brother and I choose the Mac meet on the Mac M4 Max. So he ordered it on December 18th and it's supposed to come on December 20th. No, no, it's supposed to come the same day, but because something happened, it got delivered December 20th. I don't know why, what happened. I don't remember, but it got delivered December 20th. Okay, now I'm going to this about the story. So it got here. My brother went to the store to grocery shopping, blah blah. He bring me the Mac. I open it, plugged it in, turned it on, and it shows an Apple keyboard and an Apple mouse. And I said, "Holy they lied to me. Best Buy lied to me. Um, Apple lied to me." So I got freaked out because I got stuck paying a $2,000 computer and I don't have a Apple computer, Apple keyboard. So I don't have a Apple a keyboard and Apple mouse. So I'm freaking out. I freak out for anything that I don't understand. So I take out my gaming computer apart. I already plugged in the Apple. My my gaming computer was sitting on the floor right here. I have my Apple computer right there. I can show you. Hold on. Hold on. Give me a second. Right there. There's my Mac. That's what I set it up. And my computer, my gaming computer was sitting in that corner. So, so my Mac was sitting there and my computer was still plugged in. So I shut down my PC and put the mouse and keyboard plugged in the back of the Mac. So it was showing a Mac and a mouse of Mac. So I'm like freaking out, freaking out. So I go Google, call Apple. So it rings and rings, blah, blah, blah. It gives me what option to go to talk to, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I get this wonderful person on the phone, walks me through, tells me push something on my keyboard, push something on my mouse, my third party keyboard and third party. So it didn't work. So let's put it this way. She said, "Do you have a USB cable. Do you have a USB cable for your mouse and keyboard? And I say, yes. I have a um DK63 keyboard, gaming keyboard, a third party. I have a Razer Death HADDER V2 Pro. Okay. Now she has me set it up. She's staying on the phone. So I was done. I said, please stay on the phone so I complete the setting up um my Mac. So she stayed on the phone almost an hour and a half. She's not supposed to. And I told the supervisor, please let her stay so she can help me set it up. I am a new Apple user. Don't know nothing about Apple. Plus a plus. So she stayed the whole way through to help me set it up. My username, blasa blasa. My password, how to set up my password, how to do this, how to do that, left and right. Okay. When all that is set up, okay, first drama. Okay. I plugged in the keyboard to charge. I plugged in my mouse to charge. My keyboard, my mouse wouldn't charge. So I remember I bought a battery bank from Anchor. I think it's a 2700 power battery. I don't know how to say it. Okay. So I called my friend. I said, look, um, my keyboard and my mouse will not charge on my computer. Can I charge my mouse and my keyboard using my battery bank? He said yes. So what I did was, there we go. But anyways, so I called my computer guy and he told me, yes, you can't use the battery bank to charge keyboard and mouse. That's what I did. So I've been charging my keyboard and mouse from December 20th, January through February 28th. Okay. Now that's one step. Okay. Now from February the 28th, I bought me a OWC Thunderbolt 5 hub. That charges my keyboard and my mouse for my gaming mouse and my gaming keyboard. But I was tired having like more spider web keyboard, I mean cables. So now I took those cable out and added my I took all the cables, wrapped it up under the table, tape it, and use zip ties to tie it up and put little hooks and left it there. And yes, You're gonna tell me it looks like a spider web. Yes, it does. So now I got that part fixed. Okay. That's one thing got fixed. Okay. Let's go back to December 30th. So my computer was working fine, 100%. Okay. You mother, it started my mouse, I mean my camera keep blinking. Okay. And moving. So let's put it this way. Let's go back to December 20th. And I'm just telling you, my keyboard and mouse is charging fine with the Thunderbolt hub. Okay. But now let's go back to December 20th and let's hit December 30th. So I freaked out because my Apple updated. Okay. Now I forgot to tell you this. I upload all my software that I had on my window that Mac supports, like my Stream Deck Plus, my keyboard, not my keyboard, my Stream Deck Plus, Wavelength 3.0. Okay. Everything was working fine till I updated my Apple to, I think, 26.1 or 26.2 or whatever. Okay. So, um, Wavelength 3.0 was still on BATA. Okay. Now, it was working fine to Apple update their software on December 30th. Now, let's go from December 30th through February to March 4th. Okay. So December, January, February, March. That's 4 months. Okay. So March 4th, I got tired to listen to Elgato, blah, 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 barking and not fixing nothing. Barking and not fixing nothing. Barking and not fixing nothing. From December, January, February, March. Okay. All barks, nothing done. Okay. So I wrote on March 4th that my Wavelength 3.0 is not working. That Elgato, a lot of barking and not helping. So I put a post on Reddit. I put a post on Facebook. I put a post in social media, different medias. Okay, so Facebook and Reddit, I think Facebook or Reddit answer me and walk me through how to fix it. Okay, blasa, blasa, blasa. I did these steps left and right. I don't remember what I did. I'm just saying blasa, blasa because I don't know what step I did. So let's put it in, to get to the point. They fix it. This wonderful person fix it. Okay. Let's put it this way. I'm gonna tell you this. Engato needs to get their game together. Just because I told them off and I was rude. How I said it, they blocked me. I have to deal with email. Now, that's not a big deal. I don't care. I have to do everything by email. It's fine. So, but my point is, Engato and Apple still don't get their life together. They don't talk to each other for the software to work together. The Apple software and Engato software to work together. It took from December, January, February, March to get my thing to work 100%. And now on May, again, like I said, March through April, the end of the May, it started again when Apple updated their software again. It crashes, it open, you close it and opens, closes and open, closes, it opens every freaking 5 minutes. So what does that tell you? Then again, I wrote a Reddit letter on Reddit and told them, grow some cojones and fix it. The thing I read on Reddit, it will be a few days to the creator of Wavelink to get it repaired. It took few days someone to write a letter to me on or a comment to update it. And the through June 10th, from June 1st, I think June 1st through June 10th, it's been working 100%. Till Apple update the software is when Wavelink starts acting up. Now, do I dislike the computer? No, I'm not a hater. I dislike her. Dislike the equipment? No. Don't mean I don't like the computer. I dislike what Apple does. Uh, hold on. But nobody gonna tell me how to run my YouTube. Nobody's gonna tell me if I'm gonna use AI. I'm using AI, and I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna use AI every single time because I cannot pronounce anything. And you could tell me how to fix how to pronounce words. Like, okay, I cannot pronounce um the microphone that runs 48 V power. Then sensor. See, I cannot pronounce it. So I write AI. I use AI to explain, but nobody's gonna tell me how to run my YouTube. Okay? Nobody's gonna tell me I'm a slob. I'm not a slob. I'm not an idiot. I just use AI because I cannot pronounce anything correctly. But anyways, I'm gonna play my game if it works. Give me a second. Or I don't think it's working. Uh, well, it's not working. Anyways, it's not working. I'll see you on the next one.